Welcome friends, let us go for the next part of environmental chemistry, that is water pollution. That is contaminations present inside the water is said to be water pollution. Water is essential for life. Without water we can't expect any kind of life. Whereas this water is taken as granted for its purity, the symbol of purity in normal sense is water. But this water is also getting contaminated, getting polluted. Pollution, the basic origin of the water pollution is human activities. And this reaches towards the water resources like groundwater as well as the surface water. Based on the easiness of detectability of the cause of pollution, these pollutions related to water are divided into two varieties. One is point source of pollution. These are easily detectable points, detectable sources where from the pollution is caused. One is industrial discharge pipes and second one is municipal discharge pipes, where the municipal waste will mix with the water resources, where the industrial wastages will combine with the water resources. This is the point where the pollution is going to be generated. Pollution is mixed with the, or contaminant is mixed with the water resources, water reservoirs. Such kind of easily detectable things, identifiable things, sensible things are said to be the point source of pollution. And second one, non-point source of pollution. That is, these are not easily detectable. We can't expect these things. They never comes as straight in our mind related to the pollution of water. These are all said to be the non-point source of pollution. Example, these are not easily detectable. That is agriculture runoffs. Agriculture wastages slowly goes, but not in a continuous manner in many times, and mixes with the water resources, and that is acting as a pollution. Similarly, the agriculture related farms, animals as well as the croplands, and at the same time acid rains are also causing pollution towards the water. And the storm water drainages, yes, when storms occurs, the drainages all will having some impurities, all will having some contaminations, and the pollutants can mix with the water resources. That is, the drainages from the streets, drainages from the parking lots, drainages from the lawns, etc., are also acting as the non-point sources of the pollution for the water. Now let us go for the major water pollutants or the major water contaminants. Microorganisms, generally these are acting as the major water pollutants, and these are originated from the domestic wastages. Similarly, organic waste materials, that is domestic sewages, animal excreta and animal waste, and decaying of animal as well as the plant, discharges from food processing factories like rice mills and other things. And the plant nutrients, generally we will use chemical fertilizers. The excess or the remaining amount of chemical fertilizers at last reaches towards the water resources, and these are acting as the water pollutants. Similarly, toxic heavy metals, these are coming from the industries, otherwise the chemical factories are also acting as a major pollutant present inside the water. Sediments, erosion of the soil, mining, casting of the open castings of the coal mines and the other minerals and the ores are acting as water pollutants. Similarly, pesticides, chemicals used for killing of the insects, fungi, weeds, etc., reaches at last towards the water resources and are acting as pollutants. Radioactive substances, mining of uranium, that traces amount of the radioactive substances when reaches towards the water, they influences a lot over the pollution of the water. And the heat water used for cooling of the hot substances once again released into the reservoirs consisting of many of the things in it and acting as a good pollutant of the water. These are the major sources and the major types as well as the sources where from the water pollution is caused. Causes of water pollution. The first important foremost cause for the water pollution are pathogens. Pathogens are serious water pollutants, and these are responsible for the disease. That is disease causing agents. Bacteria and the other microorganisms comes under pathogens. whereas these are generated or these are added to water as pollutants from the domestic waste as well as the animal excreta. Whereas human excreta, which is considered as one part of the domestic waste, contains bacteria such as Escherichia coli and the Streptococcus fecali. About two varieties of the bacteria can cause gastrointestinal disease. Next one is organic waste. Organic matter such as trees, leaves, plants, trash, etc. These present inside the water are said to be the organic matter. These are also acting as a good water pollutant. Whereas they pollute water as a consequence of runoff. When water is running, water is stagnated, these materials are going to be deposited and these are acting as pollutants, and for long run of staying of these of all substances slowly decomposes and that leads to the pollution. The excessive phytoplanktons, that is the aquatic marine life, marine plants with water also causes the water pollution. The above are biodegradable. The above said leaves, grass, trash, etc. are all biodegradable. Bacteria decomposes the organic matter present in it and consumes the oxygen present inside the water for its decomposition. And thus its decomposition, that is organic matter decomposition, leads to decrement in concentration of the oxygen present in the water, that is dissolved oxygen concentration decreases. If DO is less than 6 ppm, then aquatic marine life, that is fish, growth will be inhibited. Whereas water with excess of organic matter, all available oxygen, suppose if it is consumed, then different varieties of bacteria grows inside the water, that is anaerobic bacteria, without taking any kind of water, without taking any kind of oxygen, bacteria will break down the organic matter present in the water. Whereas this particular decomposition leads to different varieties of products which are having foul smell. So therefore the foul smelling chemical compounds formation takes place. Once again these are acting as pollutants for the water. Yes, the foul smelling matter formed in the water resources is acting as a pollutant once again. Whereas the bacteria which is present inside the water, it has to increase its number to demolish the organic matter. For that, the amount of bacteria, the number of bacteria should increase and they requires the oxygen, hence the demand of oxygen increases and that is said to be the biological oxidation demand. And it is technically known as BOD, whereas BOD is measure of pollution. More the BOD, more the requirement of oxygen implies what? More amount of organic matter is present, hence it is more polluted in nature. So therefore BOD measurement is taken as a reference for the pollution present inside the water, whereas the amount of oxygen required to break down the organic matter present in certain value, that is 1000 liters of water within 5 days at 20 degrees centigrade is said to be its biological oxidation demand. The standard situation is taken. Clean water is having BOD less than 5 ppm. Less BOD implies more pure, whereas highly polluted water is having a BOD of 17 or more than 17, which is found to be more polluted in nature, unfit for the drinking purpose. Chemical pollution. As being water is good solvent, it dissolves many of the compounds, inorganic substances, salts and the heavy metals like cadmium, mercury, nickel, etc. can be dissolved inside the water, and these of all are acting as water pollutants. Whereas above all are dangerous because when they enters into the human system, they are present inside the human system as it is. Human is not having ability to excrete them, hence the level of the concentration of these heavy metals goes on increasing. Once if it reaches or the crosses the toleration limit, then they causes a lot of damage to the major parts of the body like liver, kidneys, central nervous system is getting affected. Similarly, the another one important source of pollution of water is acids from the mine drainages and the salts from the many different sources like industry for cooling purpose. We will use sodium chloride, calcium chloride, etc. like salts, and these salts are also acting as good pollutants for the water. Organic chemicals are another group of pollutants, whereas it is a special case of water pollutants. Organic chemicals like the oil spills in the oceans, petroleum products related pollutants. Similarly, pesticides drift from the sprays, and industrial chemicals like polychlorinated biphenyls, detergents and soaps are acting as water pollutants. Even nowadays we are having all biodegradable soaps. The major portion of the soaps available in the market nowadays are biodegradable. These are also having one variety of water pollution problem. Biodegradable, for their degradation, requires lot of amount of instant oxygen, that is, they utilizes bacteria or the dissolved oxygen, whereas the dissolved oxygen quantity decreases when these biodegradable soaps are merged with the water. As a result, depletion in dissolved oxygen quantity occurs instantaneously. So therefore that also leads to the water pollution. Fertilizers contains phosphate as the additive. This phosphate enhancement increases the growth of the algae. Algae is a blue, a green colored spreaded marine related life containing thing, and it spreads over the surface of the marine. As a result, the quantity of the dissolved oxygen in the water decreases. Whereas at the same time, another one related pollutant of the water is the dead animals' abnormal decay of the insects. Water inhibits the growth of other living organisms. This is also acting as a pollutant because for its decay it leads most of the dissolved oxygen. If oxygen is not available, then anaerobic bacteria will develop. And moreover, another one important pollutant related to the water cause is high nutrients present inside the water leads to the support of dense population of the plants, which kills the animal life by depriving the oxygen, by decreasing the quantity of the oxygen, and results in subsequent loss of biodiversity, and this is said to be eutrophication, and this is known as eutrophication. Standards of drinking water. Lead contamination occurs due to the lead pipes. The maximum tolerable concentration of lead in drinking water is up to 50 ppm. If excess lead is there, if it exceeds the 50 ppm, then as a result it can damage on long range kidneys, liver and the reproductive system. It is very dangerous. And the sulfur greater than 500 ppm causes the laxative effect. If it is lesser, still no harmful effects are found with respect to the sulfur. Nitrate, the maximum limit is 50 ppm. Excess lead leads to methemoglobinemia, that is blue baby syndrome. And the other metals minimum concentration related to the tolerable limits are ferrous 0.2 ppm, manganese 0.05 ppm, aluminium 0.2 ppm, copper 3 ppm, zinc 5 ppm, and cadmium is very dangerous, and it is 0.005 ppm is tolerable limits. Fluoride concentration is a special case. Concentration of fluoride up to 1 ppm is 1 ppm prevents the teeth decay. Enamel of the teeth becomes much harder by converting the hydroxyapatite, that is 3Ca3PO4 calcium hydroxide, to fluorapatite, that is 3Ca3PO4 times calcium fluoride. If the concentration is greater than 3 ppm, it can't be used for the drinking, because excess of fluoride reacts with the calcium present in the teeth and bones of the body to form the calcium fluoride, and the color of the teeth will becomes yellow, bones become weak and causing a disease known with the name of fluorosis. Whereas the concentration of the fluoride inside the water, if it is greater than 10 ppm, this causes these of all varieties of the diseases. 1 ppm is good for the health, whereas more than 1 ppm up to 3 ppm symptoms like yellow coloration and all the things will be appearing. If it is more than 3 ppm and if it reaches to 10 ppm, the maximum fluorosis disease can be shown. All the varieties of calciums are converted to calcium fluorides. As a result, it becomes weak and the wrinkles occurs at the bones and tooth becomes very weak. It becomes yellow in the beginning, it becomes weak, it will be fallen and wrinkles will happen and you will feel lot many difficulties in leading our normal life. Such kind of defect on behalf of excess concentration of fluoride present in water is known with the name of fluorine as fluorosis.